Remember Dragon Ball GT? You know, the Dragon Ball series that had absolutely no flaws and was considered a masterpiece among the fans and totally wasn't retconned to not be canon anymore? But really, what does the word canon mean in Dragon Ball? Nowadays we have Daima. You know, Daima. The Dragon Ball series that takes place apparently before Dragon Ball Super, but introduced a new Super Saiyan 4 form that wasn't in any of the 131 episodes of Dragon Ball Super. Jokes aside, I think we all know how mixed the reputation of GT is throughout the whole fan base. But do you remember the Dragon Ball GT movie anime special OVA, A Hero's Legacy? The movie that takes place 100 years after Dragon Ball GT and focuses on non-Goten, aka Goku Jr. Well, I haven't watched that movie since I was probably, 9 years old. So today, we're going to talk about it. The intro for this movie, OVA special, is a little confusing. As we know, well, as I said before, this movie takes place 100 years after the Shadow Dragon saga, but the movie starts with a recap of the Baby Saga, but the Baby Saga happens before the Shadow Dragon saga, which is what this movie takes place after. Obviously, the reason for this is because when this movie first came out, Dragon Ball GT wasn't airing the Shadow Dragon saga yet, and they just got done with the Baby Saga, and they didn't want to spoil the ending of Dragon Ball GT, even though they kind of they do that anyway in this movie, but whatever. We're introduced to Goku Jr., who is the grandson of the worst character of Dragon Ball GT, and she's looking considerably older now. I mean, it makes sense. It's been 100 years. They pray at Goku Sr.'s gravesite, who is the great-great-great-grandfather of Goku Jr. The worst character of Dragon Ball GT then trains Goku Jr. for a little bit and instills this focus that he needs to carry on the legacy of Goku Sr. Are you confused which Goku I'm talking about yet? Just know when I say Goku Sr., I'm talking about the Goku we all know and love. And when I'm talking about Goku Jr., I'm talking about the main character of this movie. I'm sure you got that. I just wanted to make it crystal clear. I mean, this movie was clearly pushing Goku Jr. to be the new Goku of the franchise. His shirt even says Goku on it. But hey, this Goku has he stands out a little bit. He goes to school. Dragon Ball Evolution, anybody? This is where we're introduced to Goku's 3 bullies, but the only one we really have to care about and learn his name because he becomes important later on is Puck. I'm sorry, you don't get to go around bullying people when your name is Puck. If I was being bullied in school and I found out my bully's name was Puck, I'd make him cry. So Puck and the other 2 bullies bully Goku Jr. and they're all like, oh, you're training with the worst character in Dragon Ball GT, but clearly it's not doing anything because you're still a weakling. I do like kind of what they're doing with Goku Jr.'s character in this movie. You could tell he wants to get stronger, but he's also hesitant when it comes to fighting. I think he's a good middle, like a good mix of Goku and Gohan, and I dig it. It's good. So the bullies end up taking Goku Jr.'s pen and they fuck off. But hey, do you know how expensive pens are? In this economy, you can call the police for that shit. In an unfortunate turn of events, the worst character in Dragon Ball GT has like a heart attack or a stroke. I don't know. It's not really made clear, but she's rushed to the hospital. This is basically where Goku Jr.'s world starts to crash around him. Like, he is legitimately terrified of living without his grandma, and I love this scene. Listen, to get like kind of serious here for a minute, when I first watched this movie, I was 9 years old, and at that time, my grandma, who unfortunately has been passed away for about 16 years now, she was going through stage 4 lung cancer. So this probably wasn't the best movie for me to watch at the time, but like, I just remember watching this scene again at 9 years old, and like, it hit me hard. Like, I bawled. I was crying with Goku Jr. And like, maybe that's a little silly thing to say, but like at the time, I could relate with this movie. And 16 years later, I still love the scene and it means a lot to me. Goku Jr. remembers a conversation he had with Pan. I'm going to stop calling her the worst character in GT. He remembers a conversation he has with Pan where she basically told him about the Dragon Balls. So now Goku's motivation is to go to Mount Paozu and find the 4-star ball. Goku Jr. doesn't know you need all 7 to grant a wish, but we'll get there eventually. As soon as Goku Jr. starts his adventure, he's immediately confronted by Puck and the 2 other bullies. But this time is different. Goku Jr. is determined. He's fighting for somebody he loves. So this time, instead of, just taking these bullies' shit, he's more confident and he just walks right past them. And we get a little foreshadowing of a possible Super Saiyan awakening. I do like what this movie's going for. It's obviously trying to give us the classic feeling of like a good old-fashioned Dragon Ball story of collecting the actual Dragon Balls. They tried to do that with the first arc of Dragon Ball GT and absolutely failed. But hey, I think they're doing a pretty good job so far in this movie. While Goku's traveling, he meets up with Puck again, and like in a total reverse of Puck's character, he's like, I'm gonna travel with you. We're friends now. I do get what they're trying to do. Obviously, they're trying to give us the similarities of Goku Jr. and Puck with Goku Sr. and Krillin, because Krillin started off as a rival of Goku, and then they turned into best friends. But like, it's kind of hard to put in a whole redemption arc of like a rival / bully character into a 40-minute anime special. So that plot point does fall a little flat. I am also not a fan of the voice direction they went with Puck in this movie. I'm not a voice actor and I'm not trying to sound like I know more, but I am just not a fan of how Puck sounds in this movie. And like, that's no disrespect to the voice actor of Puck in this movie, Adrian Cook. But like, if you look at his IMDb, it kind of shows more like he works more in that like sound department work and like than actual voice acting. So you know what? Maybe he gave it a shot and it didn't work out. He's like, you know what? I could still help out behind the scenes. That's cool. We also learn that Puck apparently like idolizes Pan and like wants to live up to her legacy. So you want to live up to your role model. So the big thing you do is bully her grandson relentlessly? You're just an asshole, Puck. We're then introduced to our sort of 3 main villains of this movie, and I can't remember their names, so I had to look it up. Mamba, Susha, and Torga. And their motivation is they want to eat Goku and Puck. That's it. They're hungry. That's it. Throughout the rest of the special, Goku Jr. will have like a bunch of run-ins with them, but I'm not going to talk about it at all. I think they're pretty cool characters. I like their designs. They're not supposed to be like these deep, interesting villains, so I'm not going to treat them like that, but for what they do in the movie, they serve their purpose well. So after they first escape those 3, they get to this rickety bridge that clearly is hanging on by a thread, and like Goku gets scared in the middle of walking through the bridge. So then Puck gets back on the bridge to try to rescue Goku, but a line snaps and Puck falls to his death while Goku swings across to the other side. This scene doesn't really do it for me. Like, am I wrong to say like I don't care at all about Puck's death? Like, I don't like the character. He's been an asshole for a majority of the movie. He had no redemption arc. Like, yeah, he tried to save Goku. Good. You did one good thing, and then you die. Like, they try to make you feel bad for Puck's death, but like, I'm just sitting here like, he's an asshole. You're no Joel Miller, Puck. I ain't gonna mourn you. And I mean, Goku isn't even on his journey alone for that long. He meets two new friends, a mama bear and her cub, and I already feel more feelings for these two animals than I did for Puck. So honestly, rest in piss, Puck. El Bozo. We're then introduced to the big final main villain of this movie, Lord Yao. He's like a, why did I say Yao like that? Lord Yao. He's like a big pig monster, and like during a fight, he's about to hurt Mama Bear.
It's dinner time.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
Put him down!
What?
I can't let you hurt my friends! Lord Yao, your reign is over!
Look, I know, like, at the point we are with this franchise, the Super Saiyan 1 form is a little, like, we got plenty other Super Saiyan forms, but I don't know, man. There's still, like, an aura when, like, a Dragon Ball character reaches Super Saiyan for the first time. So, to no surprise, Super Saiyan Goku Jr. easily demolishes Lord Yao, and the day is saved. Goku Jr. finally makes it to Mount Paozu and gets the 4-star ball. He goes to make his wish, but what we knew would happen happens. Shenron isn't summoned because Goku Jr. only has 1 out of 7 Dragon Balls. And since it wouldn't be an official Dragon Ball Project movie thing without him, Goku Sr. makes his appearance, and he's like, "You silly bitch. You need all of the balls, you dummy." And while this scene might feel a little forced to some people, I like it. It's a nice passing of the torch scene, which isn't new for the Dragon Ball franchise, but I don't know. I just like the little interaction Goku Jr. and Goku Sr. have. And then it's revealed that Puck and Pan are alive. Was the wish granted? Did Goku grant the wish? Or was it just luck? It's probably the third option. It was probably just luck. But everyone's alive, the villains are defeated, and Goku Sr. tells Goku Jr. to carry on his legacy. Roll the credits. Now, this wasn't the last... Ooh, my voice cracked. This wasn't the last of Goku Jr. we saw. In the finale of Dragon Ball GT, there's actually a scene where Goku Jr. is taking place in a World Martial Arts tournament, and his opponent is another hybrid Saiyan who looks just like Vegeta. You want to take a guess what his fucking name is? But after that, that's really the last we ever saw of Goku Jr., like not counting like mobile games or anything. And that has everything to do with the failure of Dragon Ball GT. I do like the concept of Goku Jr. and a Dragon Ball world that takes place 100 years after Goku. It's interesting. And I know this has sparked many fan projects through like fan mangas or fan animations. I haven't watched or read any of them, but like I respect the community for, you know, wanting to keep this story alive, and they do that with their own vision of what they would do with the story. It's cool. And listen, if Daima is any indicator, we're slowly getting aspects of Dragon Ball GT kind of pushed gently into the modern Dragon Ball timeline. So you never know. Maybe we'll see Goku Jr. again. I like this movie. It's not perfect, and there's definitely issues. Goku Jr. doesn't really fight until he unlocks Super Saiyan, and then he's like automatically this behemoth of a warrior, but really his opponent was a huge pig. Puck isn't a compelling character to me. What I do like about this movie is that there's emotion behind it. There is nostalgic feelings, like the quest for the Dragon Ball. The designs of the characters all around are good. GT might be a hit or miss for a lot of people, but GT's movie, I kind of really like this movie. I mean, I guess that's really all I can say about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I sat down to watch this movie again, I'm like, I remember liking this when I was a kid, but like, I rewatched Dragon Ball GT 2 years ago now, and I just did not. Besides the Shadow Dragon saga and like a good chunk of the Baby saga, I didn't really vibe with Dragon Ball GT, but like I still enjoyed 2 out of the 4 arcs of Dragon Ball GT, so I don't know. Dragon Ball GT is so confusing. It's like, I like it one day, I don't like it the other. Overall, I was walking into this movie saying, well, I'm either gonna like it or I'm gonna absolutely hate it. And I'm glad that I can say I liked it. It's not the best Dragon Ball movie. You will never be Dragon Ball Super Broly, but, or Battle of the Gods, or Fusion Reborn. But, yeah. I liked it. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have you watched Dragon Ball GT: A Hero's Legacy? If you have, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Let's get my watch time up so I can make money off this bitch. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for today. As always, I stream every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, usually at like 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll still be making them funny YouTube shorts. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do have a pretty big GTA 4 video in the works, but that's gonna take me a good chunk of months to make, and there are other videos I wanna make in the meantime. So don't expect the GTA 4 video probably till like the fall, to be honest, but I do have other videos coming for you guys in the meantime, and I'll see you guys every live stream if you decide to join in. I live stream here, by the way, on this YouTube channel. I'm not on Twitch or anything. I'm here on this channel that you are currently watching this video on. Alright guys, yeah, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.